Hi friends, welcome back. I hope everyone is staying healthy and they're staying safe and especially active during all of this. Today we're going to do another workout, but we will be doing a strength portion, working on our upper body muscles, and then we're going to do a WOD, which stands for workout of the day. After that, we'll do a stretch and a closure, and then we will be done. So last week we talked about being active and the importance of being active during this quarantine. We don't want to be sitting around our houses all day. I know that that's a super easy thing to do. And now that we have our online classes, it's easy to just sit in front of the computer all day, but that is not good for our bodies. And last week we talked about the fact that being active goes beyond the point of just being fit. We talked about endorphins and the chemicals that are released in your brain that actually make you happy. So being active is making you happy. Today we're going to learn about fitness and academics. If you are physically active, it is proven to help your academic performance. There are actually school districts around the country that mandate physical education in the morning before all of their other classes start, so students are getting active and they're getting their brains started and working for the day. Maybe being active isn't important to you because you don't really care about being fit, or maybe you already are happy, so those endorphins that you get from working out doesn't really matter to you. How about today you work out for your academics? We want to do well in school. We want to get good grades. We want to be able to focus. It's not fun doing homework and not being able to focus. So we're working out to get our focus, to get us ready to go, to get us doing homework, to get us doing well on tests. The first part of your workout is a strength workout. We're going to be working on our upper body muscles through 3 different exercises: a high pull, a floor press, and a shoulder press. I'm going to walk you through the movement, teach you the cues, and demonstrate them for you. And then when it's time to do the workout, I'm going to have you pause the video with the cues posted on the screen, and you could kind of do it at your own pace. So that means you could go as quick or as slow as you want. The first movement we're going to do is a high pull. This is a very popular movement in a gym. In a gym, you could use a dumbbell, which is just the one piece that you hold in your hand, and you would pull it up like this to do a high pull. Some people have a barbell that they use, which they can hold with both hands, and they pull up like this. Today we're going to use a household object. So if you have a backpack or some sort of tote, maybe a shopping bag, you could put a ton of things in here to make your piece of equipment as heavy or as light as possible. Right now I have some cans in here. With our backpack, we're going to hold the handle, we're going to put it at our side. We're going to put our feet shoulder width apart. So remember, that means that we don't want our feet out wide. We want our feet as close to under our shoulders as possible. So we're going to take our object, we're going to face our palm inward. So you're going to drive your elbow out and you're going to pretend that you're zippering your coat. So what I mean by this, I have my elbow out and I'm pulling up just like I'm zippering a coat. And that's all you do. So this one you might want to play around with. You might want to add some more weight or maybe take some weight out. We're doing 8 to 10 reps of this. We're going to do that on each side. So it's the same thing. You want to put your shoulder width apart. You want to zipper your jacket and drive your elbow out. If you don't have a backpack, you could use something like a soup can. I want to be really controlled with this movement. I don't want to go up and down really quickly. I want it controlled. I want to make sure that I'm doing the form the right way. You can literally use anything. I have a lantern right now. Whatever you have around the house, you can use. The next movement we're going to do is a floor press. This is going to mimic a bench press that you may see in the gym. So that's when someone is on a bench and they have a barbell at their chest and they press up to their chest. We're going to do this from the floor, which is why it's called the floor press. You're going to take your object that you have and you're going to sit down. You're going to plant your feet right on the floor like this and you're going to lean back. For the floor press, when I am at the down position, I want the backs of my arms to be flat on the floor. So I'm going to take my object right at chest level and I'm going to press it above my chest and bring it back down. Press it above my chest and bring it back down. If you are using a backpack, I want you to put some towels or something to secure the objects in your bag. So right now I don't have any towel or anything supporting it, so it's kind of floppy and it's going to be difficult to do my workout. So if you do have a towel in your bag, you're going to plant your feet and do the same thing. The backs of your arms are going to be rested on the floor. The object is going to be at your chest and you're going to press it up above your chest and bring it back down. For this movement, a box would work perfectly fine. You could put some weights in there, and you're gonna do the floor press with the box. If you don't have anything like this, you could use your soup can. You could use something in one hand. If you're using one hand, you're going to be doing 8 reps per arm. So once I get 8, I'm gonna switch. You could also use something with a handle like this oil jug. I'm gonna hold the weight right behind my arm like this, and I'm going to press. Our next movement is the shoulder press. For this one, I want you to try to find an object that's symmetrical like this compared to something that isn't as symmetrical like that. If you don't have that, that's okay. We could work around it and we could still do the movement, no problem. It's just easier when it's symmetrical and you don't have to worry as much about tipping over. So I'm going to take my object with both hands and put it at chest level, and I'm going to press my object overhead. Press my object overhead. With the shoulder press, we want to make sure that we are driving our head past our arms. And what I mean by that is when I'm pressing overhead, I don't want my head to be behind my arms like this. I want to be pressing and driving my head through my arms. Drive it through your arms. And we do this because if we have our object out in front of us and we're not driving our head through our arms, it's going to put too much strain on our back. So we're pressing just like this. Each round, you're going to do 8 reps, 8 repetitions of that movement. If I'm doing the shoulder press, 1, 2, 3, those are repetitions. For any of these movements, you could use whatever weight you want. You're going to be doing 8 to 10 reps. If you find yourself being able to do 10 reps really, really easily, that means you might want to increase your weight. If you're hitting about 8 reps and it's pretty hard and you have to stop, that means that you're at a good weight. Don't be afraid to increase or decrease your weight as you're going. The workout should be a little bit of a challenge. It should be heavy for you. This is why the backpack is such a great thing to use, because you could just keep adding things until it's heavy enough. If you don't have a backpack, you could use a tote bag or a shopping bag. Whatever you have that is a bag that you could add things to, that is a great way to use a weight. For today's warm-up, we're going to start with 20 mountain climbers. For mountain climbers, you're going to put your hands at shoulder width apart and you're going to start in a high plank position. You're going to alternate your feet and try to hit your elbows each time. Next up are sit-ups. We can do our butterfly sit-ups like we learned last class, or we can just do regular sit-ups. I'm going to do 10 of these. Next up, we're going to do up and down dogs. Again, we did this in our stretch the other day. You're going to start in a high plank position, push your hips up, and drive your head through your shoulders. And then you're going to go to up dog, where you're bringing your hips down to the ground. And you're going to do 5 of these. We're going to do that warm-up routine 3 times through. So that's 20 mountain climbers, 10 sit-ups, 5 up-down dogs. You could do your warm-up at your own pace as posted right here for you. Please pause your video now, do your warm-up, and then look for the strength on the next video slide. You will be doing this portion of the workout on your own. Go through each movement 3 times before you move on to the next. For example, you will do 1 round of the single arm high pull for each arm. So that's 8 to 10 reps with your left arm and then 8 to 10 with your right. Rest for at least 60 seconds and then do another round. Rest again to do your 3rd round. After this, you'll move on to the floor press and do your 8 to 10 reps, rest for at least 60 seconds, and so on. Pause your screen now so you could do your workout. The screen after that will do an intro of a quick 8-minute workout to finish our exercise for the day. The next part of your workout is an 8-minute workout. We're going to be doing wall sits and we're going to be doing some form of cardio. So each round you're going to alternate between your wall sits and your cardio. That means minute 1 you're going to be doing wall sits, minute 2 you're going to be doing a cardio exercise, minute 3 wall sits, minute 4 cardio, and you're going to be going back and forth until you reach 8 minutes. So first, I will demonstrate the wall sit. You're going to find yourself a wall to lean against, and you're going to act like you're sitting in a chair. For the wall sit, I want to try to get my legs parallel to the ground. I want to try not to touch my legs. That means that I don't want to hold my legs like this because that makes it easier. We're trying to get stronger here. So when you're doing this, I want you to try as hard as you can for 45 seconds to stay on the wall. If you can't do it for 45 seconds, that's fine. Maybe let's set the goal for 30 seconds each round or 20 seconds each round. Whatever you do, I want you to try to stay consistent with it. So if the first round you reach 32 seconds that you're standing on the wall, try to hit that the next round and then the next round. You're only going to be doing the wall sits a total of 4 times. So just remember that in your head. It's not going to be forever. You can do it. Next up is our cardio. So you're going to be doing 45 seconds of whatever cardio you choose. I'll show you a couple different types of cardio that you could do. So you could do jumping jacks, just like we talked about last week. You can do seal jacks. You can do high knees. You can do butt kicks. So for this, you're going to get your heels to your butt and you're going to do butt kicks just like this. You can do toe taps. So if you have an object and you want to get your toes to it, we can do burpees like we did last week. Down to the floor and up. We can do up downs. Up, whatever you choose, do it for 45 seconds. If you can't do 45 seconds, that is okay. We want to just stay consistent. So if it's 20 seconds every round and you need to rest for the remainder of the round, that is fine. Do what feels right for you. This next part of the workout is 8 minutes. It's going to be 45 seconds of work and then you have 15 seconds of rest before you get to the next movement. Okay, when the clock hits 0, you are going to start with 45 seconds of wall sits.
Exercise. Rest.
Now is your time to rest for 15 seconds. Get ready to do your cardio when the clock hits 0.
Exercise.
Now you should be on your cardio.
Rest. Exercise.
Okay, now you should be on your wall sits again.
Rest. Exercise. Rest. Exercise.
All right, keep it up. You're halfway done.
Rest. Exercise. Rest. Exercise.
Awesome job. Keep going. Keep going.
Rest. Exercise. Rest. Done. Great workout. You spent 8 minutes 10 seconds exercising.
Awesome job with your workout today. We are going to do some stretching to close out. We'll start with our arms. So we're going to take our arms and pull it across our body like this. And we're just going to hold. We worked our arms a lot today, so we want to make sure that we're stretching afterwards to make sure our muscles aren't too tight. So we're going to keep holding here. And then we're going to switch. So today we are going to be doing another workout log. Just like we said last week, workout logs are really, really important in order to track your progress when you're working out. So with all of your strength portions that you did today, I want you to write down what object you used for your strength. Now this, we're going to hold our elbow behind us and stretch like that. If you're watching this and not a part of our Google Classrooms, you could always track your progress in a notebook or on the notes on your phone. Next up, we're going to do a quad stretch. So we're going to grab right where our foot meets our leg, and we're going to hold. You can use a wall to keep balance. You can hold your ear, that helps sometimes too. Or find a spot directly on the floor that you stare at, and then it will help you not fall. And then we're going to switch. So throughout the next few days, try to find different household equipment items that you could use. It's important to track our workouts because when we go to do it again, we want to see where we were and see if we maybe got a little stronger than last time. Maybe the workout was really hard for you today and you need to keep it the exact same. That's fine. But you don't want to do the workout and then do an easier weight when you were able to complete it this time. Each time we're working to get better and better than we did last time. You're going to be doing a bunch of different workouts throughout the next couple weeks. You're not always going to remember the weights that you did for each workout, so writing it down is very helpful.